Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another episode of F1 Managing. Today, we are here for round 18 for the Japanese Grand Prix around Suzuka. Wow, we're already in round 18 already. I can't actually believe it. We have a very healthy lead in the Constructors and Drivers Championship. Hello, check. There you go. Charles Leclerc, 363 points. Carlos Sainz, 299. Cool. And Ferrari leading the championship. Just what we like to see. Gotta go do our performance targets. Once again, our aim is for another 1-2 in quali and of course in the race. And we just hopefully get the weekend that we want. I don't actually know when we wrap up the championship, to be honest. I don't know how many more points we need to secure both championships. But I can tell it's very soon. So whenever it happens, it happens. Just keep our head down and do God's work. Anyway, let's get to qualifying.
Konnichiwa from the Suzuka circuit in Japan. This unique track is a favourite home for motorsports, and it welcomes us back this weekend. Get ready for exhilaration and speed with the Japanese Grand Prix. Drivers will battle it out this weekend on the snaking turns of Suzuka, the only figure-of-8 track in Formula One. High-speed downforce will be the name of the game here, if teams want to secure a place on that podium. This is it. We're down to the last few races of the season, and it's time for that final push. Who will be crowned champion at the end of it all? We'll find out soon enough. The competition is on.
Alright. Both drivers 64 and 66% confident with the setup, so that is good. It's going to be moderate rain for all weekend and light rain in the race, so not bad. It's manageable and good. So I'm going to just put 2 laps of fuel in the tank. Both drivers looking quick, which is good. We don't need to change any components. The engine seems to be okay. 65% for both, so it's alright. Let's get underway for qualifying.
Radio check. Yeah, all good here.
Green light.
So rain is just starting. Copy.
Alright, so Leclerc coming out. 85% rain in 3 minutes time. Vettel on track as well. Obviously, Sebastian Vettel secured his second world title back in 2011 in here, the Japanese Grand Prix, so hopefully we're looking forward to possibly secure Leclerc's world championship around here. Unless we need another race or 2. I'm not sure how many more points we need extra. But yeah, you can see the fans. Track condition has changed to wet. So Leclerc setting the sector 1, purple. Vettel, what's Vettel's time? We've done a 1:38.8. Oh, we got, I believe that's an AlphaTauri up ahead. Leclerc only improving in sector 2, but it's only a green. Go through 130R. The AlphaTauri needs to get out of the way. Okay. Never mind. Yeah, that kind of ruined Leclerc's lap. Yeah, alright. Around the final corner for Sergio Perez. What's his time going to be? A 1:48.6, so he goes 5th fastest, ahead of George Russell and Mick Schumacher. So most of the drivers struggling out on track. Let's go on board with Ricardo. Verstappen on the wets meanwhile, so they've opted to go for wets. So let's see how this will pay off. Obviously 60% rain in a minute's time.
And no more rain is expected.
Copy.
Okay, now no more rain is expected. Verstappen's doing his lap. He gets blocked by the Haas. Oh, that's not really good for Max. Do you know what? It's surprising because Latifi is going fastest and Vettel in 2nd place. What the hell? Anyway, through 130R with Carlos Sainz.
So rain is clear. Copy.
As we heard from Bono saying the rain is clear. So we're going to send Leclerc out. It's around the final corner for Carlos Sainz. He's going to set a 1:38.5 and Latifi still goes fastest in a Williams. Let's see, we've got Leclerc on softs. So there's not going to be no more rain. So this is probably the perfect time to bring Leclerc out. Let's just see how everyone else is going to do as well. Yeah, Leclerc's not really improving. Was it even the right call to go on soft? It doesn't really look like it because everyone's on inters. I thought it was dry enough for softs. Oh god, right then. And then around the final corner for Leclerc, yeah, that was a shit call for mine. Okay, so Leclerc only 12th. Shit, alright then. Meanwhile, with Lance Stroll, as he's on intermediate tyres. Okay, I thought it was going to be dry enough, but apparently not. So I took a gamble, and it just didn't pay off. Stroll goes fastest. And so does Mick Schumacher and Alonso. The time sheet's going up. See the AlphaTauri coming up of Pierre Gasly on provisional pole. The McLaren of Daniel Ricciardo. What's his time going to be? Only 5th fastest. Look at this. Hamilton and Albon go through 130R side by side. And the race hasn't even started yet. It's still qualifying. So Hamilton gets past. Them two are going to cost each other time. Verstappen goes fastest with a 1:34.2. What about Lewis Hamilton? What's his time going to be? It's going to be only 8th place. So both Williams... Okay, never mind. One of the Williams seems to be getting past. Okay, never mind. Both Williams out. I thought they were going to get past. But both Ferraris out in Q1. So we just fucked up completely here. Oh, shit. Okay, then. Okay, that's not what we wanted. Well, then. Yeah, that was probably the biggest fuck up of the season so far that we've done. Okay. Right, Max Verstappen fastest, Kevin Magnussen in second place, but he's also taking penalties. So there's also grid penalties being set. Okay, yeah, for fuck's sake.
It's time for the final touches here on the grid, ahead of today's race.
While this isn't the strongest grid position for Ferrari, qualifying isn't everything. I'm curious to see if they can go against the tide and make this race work for them. The work Red Bull did during qualifying was nothing short of spectacular. Now let's see if they can repeat that for today's race. And the sky is looking grey and cloudy today. An effective tyre strategy could prove very valuable as the race plays out.
But now it's time for the team's cunning to emerge and for the driver's talent to shine. Let's see what's in store for us at the Japanese Grand Prix.
Okay. We're gonna have to go for an aggressive strategy right here. So I'm thinking of a two-stop. For Leclerc, just give it everything, go fully aggressive, and then we'll manage in the mediums. And for Sainz, we will put him on plan B, and then we'll see how that goes. I'm going to put an extra fuel in the tank to burn off. And yeah, we're going to start P17 and 18 because of grid penalties, so that's okay. But we've made amazing recovery drives before, so I'm not that worried. I'm pretty relaxed, to be honest, so anything could happen. But obviously it's the rain, so just keep our head down and do our job, and let's get away and let's bring home couple of points or possibly a podium, or fuck it, even a win. Let's go.
The drivers have now taken position on the grid, and it's looking like a cloudy day. Taking a look here at Carlos Sainz. With their starting position in the back 10, they'll have their work cut out for them. Leclerc there, down the grid. They'll be starting the race from the bottom half of the grid, so there's a fair bit of ground to make up. Will their hard work pay off today? The drivers are warmed up, they're ready to go here at the Japanese Grand Prix. It's lights out, and away we go.
Both Red Bulls getting off to a good start. Verstappen leading the way. You see the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton going side by side with Sergio Perez into turn on, but Hamilton has to hold back from the two Red Bulls. Look at the two Alfa Romeos up into 4th and 5th place. You can see the two Ferraris in the background going side by side with the S's. Carlos Sainz side by side with Charles Leclerc.
Just keep the pressure on. You can do this.
Look at all this. Look at all this. You see Sebastian Vettel in the background. Thinking of getting past both the Ferraris and even the Williams, but no, he has to hold back. But he's going side by side with Carlos Sainz, but Sainz gets the edge. Vettel has to hold back. Meanwhile,
and Ferrari just gained a place.
Charles Leclerc overtaking Sebastian Vettel. Max Verstappen still leading in the first lap. We're on board with Charles Leclerc, getting the run on the Williams of Alex Albon. He could possibly make a move into 130R if he's brave enough and close enough, of course. The question is he going to make the move? He's going for it. He gets the move done to Charles Leclerc, and he's up into 16th place. That was a very brave move to 130R.
This garage has just gone mental.
And here goes Charles Leclerc.
Advance the race position.
He could possibly make a move. As you can see, Carlos Sainz in the background, gaining on the Williams, but just has to hold back because he's not that fast, close enough for an overtake. Hamilton setting the fastest lap of the race. lap 2.
So just charge that pack.
And meanwhile, here goes Carlos Sainz on Charles Leclerc. They go side by side. Sainz getting very fast. He can possibly go past 130R once again. And look at this, both Ferraris going side by side through 130R. Who's going to get the edge? Leclerc and Sainz still side by side. They're going to hold each other up. The Sainz looking like he's getting past, and he does get past Charles Leclerc. So both Ferraris do the switcheroo.
It was a very good lap.
Meanwhile, we've got Joe Grenier up ahead. As Carlos Sainz sets the fastest lap of this race. Hamilton still chasing down the 2 Red Bulls as Perez is leading this race ahead of Verstappen. So on board with Max Verstappen, getting past Sergio Perez, and here goes Lewis Hamilton round the outside into turn 1. That is a brave move from Hamilton, and they're still side by side. Who's going to get the move done? Is Hamilton going to keep it up? Look at this. Hamilton has just got pace as much as Sergio Perez, but Perez holding off Hamilton for P2. Hamilton thought that he could possibly make the move. It was a very brave move, but just has to hold back. Oh my god.
Yes, confirmed. Raining.
Yeah.
So rain is happening, and there's just so much going on here. This is a train from Ricardo to Stroll, literally. Rain is coming, but the question is, who is pitting first? Who is going to react?
And if we could have an overtake press. Copy.
Doesn't look like it's raining yet, but it's going to be raining 70%. What's going to happen here? Verstappen going into the pits. I'm going to tell the Ferraris to pit as well. We're going to go for inters.
So box.
And box, Carlos box.
So Verstappen pitted
Yeah,
for
box.
intermediates. Everybody's coming into the pits except George Russell and Sergio Perez and everyone. Look at how many people are boxing. Some of the guys are staying out, but as you can see, double stack from Ferrari. So we don't really lose as much time, but Leclerc's all the way down in last. But we do make some moves in the pit lane. On board with Carlos Sainz, heading through 130R. Fernando Alonso up ahead. Can Sainz make a move into the last corner? No, Sainz just has to hold back. Going to tell him to use ERS as it's fully charged. So we're giving it absolutely everything this race, despite burning out the tyres. Sainz could possibly make a move on Fernando Alonso. He's getting the run. Here's Sainz's chance. Going through the start for finish straight. Round turn 1. Sainz going round the outside of Fernando Alonso. Can he make the move stick? He does get the edge. Sainz leading, and he gets past Alonso for 5th place. That's a fantastic move from Carlos Sainz. Holding off the Red Bull and the Ferrari. But is it going to be enough?
Oh,
Sergio Perez
just gained a place.
getting the run as you see Charles Leclerc getting past Magnussen. It's going to be quite interesting into turn 1. Is Perez going to go for it? It looks like it. Perez is going for the lunge down the inside of Valtteri Bottas. Perez goes up into 3rd place. But Bottas ain't going to give up without a fight. Look at this for a battle. Valtteri Bottas still fighting for 3rd place in an Alfa Romeo. And that Alfa Romeo is fucking quick. But you can see Carlos Sainz.
Temps are climbing. Temps are now climbing.
Yeah. And you see from Bono saying the temps are climbing. As Leclerc's in the back of Fernando Alonso. Right. Charles Leclerc going down the inside of Fernando Alonso up into 6th place.
Really well executed.
Very nice move from Charles Leclerc. Entering lap 19, Max Verstappen still leading this race by a comfortable margin ahead of Lewis Hamilton. Sainz overtaking
Let's take
Perez.
a closer look.
Let's see a replay of
Okay,
this.
here's the Ferrari.
Sainz getting a run through 130R. Look at this. Look at the camera angle. So Carlos Sainz just getting the edge.
Gaining a position there. Oh, they make it look so easy.
A lovely move from Carlos Sainz up into
I
the
think
third
it's
place
safe to
position.
say that went down well with the team.
Look at this. Charles Leclerc getting past Valtteri Bottas.
Overtake is available.
What an amazing overtake. There's so many good overtakes
Okay.
happening through that corner. Charles Leclerc up into fifth
This
place.
is awesome work. Come on.
Seems to have been
There's
a
a yellow
lock-up.
flag. In sector 2 is Latifi locking up in turn
We can
10.
take a look now. Now let's
What's
look.
happening here?
We're watching Nicholas Latifi.
This
It's
is
a
big
lock-up,
lock-up.
and that could be costly.
Charles Leclerc catching up to Sergio Perez. Leclerc does have a run. He could possibly make a move into turn 1. He's gaining. Goes down the inside, Charles Leclerc. Oh my god, side by side with Sergio Perez. Leclerc gets the edge and gets past for P4. But Perez ain't going to give up without a fight. Look at this through the S section. The S curves, I should say. But Leclerc managed to keep the move done and dusted, and he is up into fourth place.
Race position.
The track is drying up, but I'm not quite sure if it's going to be enough for dry conditions.
No rain forecast.
Bono's saying there's no rain forecast, so it might be no more rain.
All clear.
Yeah, all good.
I'm not quite sure though. We're just gonna have to see what the others are doing. Max Verstappen's staying out. Meanwhile, Carlos Sainz in third.
Yeah, very poor grip, I don't know why.
We're going to pit Sainz this lap.
Copy.
Or not.
How are temperatures?
Okay, that was a bit of a late call, but Charles Leclerc getting the run on Carlos Sainz. Having to stay back though.
It looks like a dry line is forming.
Copy.
Verstappen's still saying that, so everyone thinks that it's still into conditions. So we're just going to box Sainz
Building.
for a set of intermediates again, as no one else is going for the dry line yet. So just in case, we'll just see how it goes. There's a yellow flag in sector 2.
Oh,
Not
big lock up
sure.
there.
And Latifi locking up again. Everyone's pitting for softs. We're going to pit Leclerc for mediums. And we're going to pit Sainz again for a set of softs.
So we'll box at the end of this lap.
Verstappen going through 130R. Also Lewis Hamilton following him. See Verstappen coming in this lap. So I thought it'd be raining more later, but apparently not. Verstappen switching to the soft tyres.
Roger.
Hamilton also goes. So everyone's going for softs. We're going to take the gamble for mediums, as they will last longer, and we're also going to be going aggressive. Sainz go around the final corner. Perez staying out meanwhile.
Relay.
Copy.
Nice pit stop. Just going to tell Leclerc to push. Perez still on intermediates. Verstappen, Hamilton on new softs. So Leclerc can catch up to both of them. But it just take time. Let's see what we can do. Leclerc having a run on Hamilton here. He has no ERS, but is it going to be enough to possibly make a move through 130R? We'll find out in a minute. It's going to be close. Nice camera shot there. Leclerc side by side with Hamilton, going round the outside of Lewis Hamilton, switches to the inside. Is it going to be enough? Leclerc gets the edge, but Hamilton's not giving up. But Hamilton getting past Charles Leclerc. Leclerc just slamming on the brakes. That's going to cost him a lot of time. I'm just going to tell Leclerc to get absolutely everything in the start of the straight.
Press. Overtake press.
Okay.
DRS enabled. Leclerc side by side getting past Hamilton with a breeze as Charles Leclerc up into second place in this race.
Yeah.
Look at this. Very comfortable.
This garage has just gone mental.
And we push on to Max Verstappen.
Ferrari, advance the race position.
Okay, the gap 3.3 seconds between Verstappen and Leclerc. So Leclerc is catching up. He does set the fastest lap. We do need to save fuel. See in the distance, there's Charles Leclerc.
Just a little.
Copy.
So like I said before, Leclerc does have a chance to win this race, and it is very possible. It's all about tyre management and fuel as well, we have to mention. Then Carlos Sainz, 5th place. Perez is too far ahead, so I'm not quite sure if Sainz could possibly make it up ahead. But we will find out. It is possible. So Leclerc, from starting in 17th, I believe, is now up into 2nd place. Both Ferraris in the back from 17th and 18th, and they're both in 2nd and 5th. This is light work, literally. They're just making it easy. Leclerc's making this look so easy. The gap under a second. Charles Leclerc is gaining on Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen's probably wondering, where has all that pace gone from his Red Bull? And he's wondering how Charles Leclerc's managed to get the pace. 300 of a second. Look at the gap. It's getting closer and closer. And look at this. Charles Leclerc gaining on Verstappen. Gaining, getting past Verstappen. Heading into 130R. Charles Leclerc leading the Japanese Grand Prix and gets past before 130R. Look at this. Charles Leclerc is leading this race from 17th place. Oh my god. We've got the Aston Martin of Lance Stroll up ahead. Yellow flag in sector 2. Somebody's locked up. Not quite sure who that is. Might be the Haas.
We've had a big crash here.
Oh, a big crash apparently. Magnussen crashed in turn 11.
Here's the replay. All eyes on Kevin Magnussen here.
Yeah, so many people struggling through turn 10 and 11. Yeah, Magnussen just locks up and goes into the barrier.
And a big off.
Yeah, very poor grip, I don't know why.
Okay, let's go.
What do we do?
So Sainz with poor grip.
So we are low on battery at the moment.
There's a 60-second window.
And 3 laps remaining.
I'm not quite sure if it's enough, but we're going to take a risk. We're going to box up for another set of soft tyres.
Okay, box.
Yeah, copy the box.
We would only be losing
So just charge that pack.
1 or 2 places. But we're going to give it absolutely everything. So this is going to be a gamble.
Really?
It can only go one way or another. It can be very costly.
Understood.
It can either go the way of a last lap overtake, or it will be throwing points in the mud. For Carlos Sainz out in the pits, 2.5 seconds stop. Valtteri Bottas and George Russell come around the final corner, pardon me. It's going to be a close call, but I think these two are going to get up ahead. And here they are. So with 2 laps remaining, we're going to tell Sainz to give it absolutely everything. Meanwhile, Charles Leclerc, 9.5 seconds up ahead. So from Verstappen leading from 9 to 10 seconds before for most of the race, to now Charles Leclerc doing the unthinkable and leading by 9.5. Unbelievable. Oh, there's a safety car. There's a safety car. There's out. Magnussen's out of the session.
Safety car, safety.
We've just had a crash.
So Magnussen's out of this race.
Let's
It's
take
a last
closer
lap
look.
safety car.
Now just focus on the Haas.
The same corner.
That crash is terrible news for the team.
Just crashed at the same corner. There's a safety car on the last lap. Well, the second to last lap. Well done. You can hear the fans are just cheering for how crazy this race has been. Safety car as we're in the final lap.
So one more lap.
So we're going to finish under the safety car as Charles Leclerc starts the final lap of this race. As the safety car's in the first corner. So it looks like we're going to finish under safety car conditions. I've never seen anything like this before in this game. We've got the McLaren up ahead. Of, I believe, Lando Norris? No, Daniel Ricciardo. So for the first time in this career mode, we're going to be finishing behind the safety car. That is not how I wanted this race to end. So just like in real life in the Italian Grand Prix, it's going to be ending under safety car conditions. What the hell? Well done. So this race, finishing under safety car conditions, you can hear the fans in the background applauding for this crazy hectic race. We've got 2 lap cars behind us, 3 actually, including the Haas, but it doesn't even matter now. 2 more corners to go, we're going to be finishing behind the safety car. Charles Leclerc has done the unthinkable from starting from pretty much the back of the grid to leading this race. And despite finishing behind the safety car, it's going to be another maximum points for Charles Leclerc. Taking the fastest lap, Charles Leclerc wins the Japanese Grand Prix.
So we have a checkered flag now.
And as we all finish behind the safety car, Max Verstappen finishes in second place. Hamilton, for the second time, on the podium, I believe.
Okay, we'll have a chat later.
Valtteri Bottas finishing in 5th, Perez in 4th, George Russell in 6th, Carlos Sainz going round the final corner now, and he's going to come home this time with what could have been 5th by an unexpected safety car. So possibly if the safety car wasn't out, we could have possibly had a couple more overtakes from Sainz, but it doesn't even matter. Charles Leclerc wins the Japanese Grand Prix from 17th place. Unbelievable.
Well, this was definitely Charles Leclerc's weekend. Never have a team been more deserving of a podium. Everyone must be ecstatic. And the Monegasque driver certainly proved his worth with a terrific drive today. It was a hard-fought contest for all three drivers, each one securing precious points for their team. I don't think Ferrari will be too disappointed with that result.
They do say success breeds success, and I'm sure the team will be hoping that holds true.
After an intense weekend, the team ends in first place in the constructor standings.
Coming up next, we'll be crossing the pond all the way to Texas for the twists and turns of the United States Grand Prix.
So Charles Leclerc, gaining 17 positions, wins and takes the fastest lap, and he leads the championship. Once again, it's his 12th win of the season, 15th podium. Hamilton, where's Hamilton? Yeah, I was right, his second podium of the season, yet to get a win. But Max Verstappen gets ahead of Carlos Sainz, so the fight for second place is not over yet. Meanwhile, we still look at the gap in the championship. Jesus Christ. How we haven't won that yet, I don't know. But Charles Leclerc wins once again.